we went from a small town in West Texas, and I guess that would be, similar to going out west in Australia. I mean, literally, if you look at between New York and LA, it's the same thing as what Sydney and Melbourne on the East Coast, and then Perth out west. And so I was from out, what would be considered closer to Perth if you were looking at it in the U.S.
Yes.
And this was a town of 4,000 people, just a shithole town in West Texas, cowboys, guns. But I mean, I absolutely loved it, and to me, it was just the greatest upbringing and the greatest childhood you could possibly have. I had the greatest best friend I think a little boy could ever have. I still love Rex to this day. I mean, I don't think I'll ever have another friend like him. And his father was just the epitome of what a man was supposed to be, just unbelievably masculine, hard worker. I mean, I don't think there's a thing in the world that scared him, but yet how he was with his wife, he was so loving and so gentle, and how he was with Rex. And even myself, the respect that he didn't demand it, he commanded it. And he never had to say a harsh word to Rex or myself, because if he told you to do something, you just wanted to do something because you didn't want to disappoint him. And just the very fact of disappointing him was enough to follow what he said. So it was just this amazing, what I think is just this amazing upbringing, social standing. My father was a pastor. We didn't have money, but that didn't matter. And then we go to New Jersey, 45 minutes outside of New York City. And this is, you know what I mean, late 80s, early 90s. So I really wasn't prepared for the cultural difference. And I mean, it's drastically different between West Texas and right outside of New York. And that was the first time in my life that I felt inferior. And it was all because of money.
Is it because you're around bigger things, right?
Well, it's just, you got to understand, granted, the third wealthiest person in Texas lived across the street from us in Pecos. And that's shocking. You see this town, but money just didn't matter as much. And we lived in the church parsonage. It was a nice house. Part of my father's salary was a membership to the country club. So even though we weren't wealthy, we still had that social standing. In New Jersey, right outside of New York, being a pastor's kid is a strike against you rather than cool. And these kids' dads were working in New York City on Wall Street, just, millions and millions. And they had new Jordans, and I had never even heard of what Jordans were, but my family sure as hell couldn't afford them. And like I said, it was the first time in my life that I felt inferior. And the only thing that these kids had on me in my mind was money. And it's taken me 30 years to really grasp how traumatic that was. When I went on Softwood Underbelly.
You mean the impact of being around people who had stuff that you wanted but you didn't have, and you felt like you didn't fit in with those people?
Well, you know what it is? It was taking your source of identity. It is ultimately what it was. When you're younger, your source of identity isn't internal. Your source of identity is coming from external means, and it's external validation, and it's that external world telling you have worth and telling you that you have value and telling you who you are. And I wanted to be a fucking cowboy. I mean, even to this day, I want to be a cowboy more than anything. There's no greater lifestyle. There's no greater mindset. I mean, I love the way cowboys are. And I was on that path, and to get that taken from you. So it was like I had my identity taken from me at the same time that I had my value and my self-worth.
A Texas-style cowboy?
Absolutely. Yeah. I was 9 years old. My best friend Rex was 10. We would go out to his grandfather's ranch. We would be given the keys to a work truck, and we'd be given a list of chores: drop off hay here, drop off salt lick here. And we'd be driving on county roads in a truck. He was 10, I was 9. Neither one of us had a license. There'd be a shotgun in the center for rattlesnakes, and that's just how it was. And I mean, it's just it was absolutely fucking glorious. I cannot think of a better way to grow up.
So you've played Red Dead Redemption?
What's that?
You've played Red Dead Redemption?
No.
You haven't played the video game?
Oh, no.
It's like a fucking viral. It's like GTA for cowboys. Basically.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I played it when I was a kid.
Really? Okay.
That made me want to be a cowboy.
Okay. Yeah, there's just something about the American Southwest. Even to this day, that's where I feel most at home. Like my soul is at rest.